All right, Larry Krueger here from the Pig and a Pickle Krug Show with a little 49er video, a little film review on Thursday night. Brock Purdy, people said he struggled against Seattle. He didn't struggle against Seattle. He was fantastic in Seattle. Absolutely fantastic. And we'll highlight some of it next as we look at the 49ers on the offensive side of the ball and what they got done after our film review segment. Looking back at Thursday night's win by the 49ers in Seattle. And of course, we're brought to you by Pig and a Pickle, the best barbecue in all of Northern California. Check them out in Emeryville and Corte Madera. They're open 7 days a week in both spots from 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. or until they run out. Pig and a Pickle. Go check out go try the brisket chili, the pulled pork. It's all amazing. Go say hi to Damon and Mary and tell them that Larry Krueger sent you. And this video is also brought to you by Mojo Fantasy. I'm loving Mojo Fantasy. Check that link in the description and use the promo code Krug, K-R-U-E-G, and they'll match you up to your first $100. And everybody who does it automatically is entered into a drawing to win a Purdy or a Bosa jersey. All right, let's talk a little bit about the Niners on the offensive side of the ball. I think there's two guys who have taken way too much blame in the last few weeks that probably deserve a whole lot more credit than blame. One is Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan has had some outstanding play designs the last few weeks. The play against Tampa where he puts CMC in motion. The linebacker moves from one side of the formation to the other, and then he has CMC sift through the trash, through the A gap, basically use the entire line of scrimmage as a pick, winds up in the right flat, and Purdy hits him in the hands for an easy touchdown. The design on that was beautiful. If you looked at some of the plays on that first drive up in Seattle, the Niners running out of different formations, different angles, attacking Seattle's defense with purpose. And then Purdy's execution of the game plan on that first drive was beautiful. And the Niners came out and they looked sharp on that first drive. And first, I got to credit Shanahan because Shanahan had some outstanding play designs on that first drive. I love the formation variation. I love all the different angles they attacked at. It seemed like Seattle just didn't know where to defend and where the Niners were coming from. They were twisted and turned mentally and physically in every way imaginable. And before they looked up, they're down 14-3. So I thought Kyle Shanahan and some of the play designs, especially early in the game Thursday night, were outstanding. Brock Purdy was outstanding in this game. He was 15 of 20 in the first half. He made so many really good plays. I mean, if you look at it, people said he struggled against Seattle. You're high. You think this guy struggled against Seattle? He had one bad pass. He had one bad pass that Jaron Reed tipped, that CMC tipped, that went right to Jordan Brooks in the second half, that he ran back for a pick six. That was it. There might have been one or two bad passes the rest of the night. The pass prior to that to Debo was maybe a tick off target. The ball that he had late in the fourth quarter to Ayuk or was it earlier in the game? That the ball that he had to Ayuk that was going to be a surefire touchdown, and Devin Witherspoon just miraculously with his back to the play put his hand out and it hit the back of his hand. That was pure luck. He could have led Ayuk a little bit more there. Besides those two balls being slightly off target, Brock Purdy was in his bag, man. He played exceptionally well. And we'll highlight a couple of his plays before we get out of here during this video. Jennings had an amazing effort on 3rd and 7 to elude 4 different Seattle defenders to get a first down on the Niners touchdown drive in the first quarter. I mean, that was a thing of beauty. I mean, I guarantee you I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall when the Niner receivers and the Niners team as a team watched that film. And I'd love to hear what the coaches said. I'd love to hear what the players said to Juwan, because that was all desire. And he read it. I mean, it was like a ball to him in the flat. There's a defender on him. There's 2 more coming, and he sees the angle, and he kind of spins out of it. Here comes a 4th guy. There was a 5th guy. 5 Seattle defenders in the area, and he gets the first down and keeps the drive alive, and the Niners go on and score a touchdown. That was what makes Juwan Jennings Juwan Jennings. The effort, the desire. This guy shows up to win the game. He doesn't care about the money. He doesn't care about the glory. He doesn't care about the touches. He doesn't care about anything. He wants to win the game. And that you got to have guys like that on your team. I thought that play was in some ways defining of the culture that the 49ers have developed under Kyle Shanahan. Charlie Warner had a beautiful block on the CMC touchdown run where he comes across the formation and just smokes the defender off the edge. Warner really improving as a blocker this year. CMC had, more than a few amazing runs, including that I will not be denied 8-yard touchdown run in the second quarter that made it 21-3 Niners, where he just kept spinning. And I mean, he just keeps the base, keeps the legs churning, won't go down. I mean, that 8-yard touchdown run was absolutely a thing of beauty. And then, of course, Purdy to Ayuk in the fourth quarter on 2nd and 7 from the 29. That was a dime. We'll show you that one. And then, to me, the dagger was Purdy on the bootleg on the throw to Ray McLeod on 3rd and 3 to basically put the game on ice. After that, they took a couple knees and headed to the locker room. That was the Russell Wilson dagger throw that Russell has, used so many times against the Niners in the past, to just put games away, to just put it away. And then Purdy to Debo in the second quarter, I thought was amazing as well, where he bought time in the pocket. He's got the edge rusher on the left defensive end, comes flying off the edge. Purdy knows he needs to buy himself an extra half second or so in the pocket. So he steps up in the pocket, but there's defenders there, and it's a very crowded pocket. And so he doesn't take too many steps. He just takes a couple, maybe a step and a half, 2 steps up, and he lets Debo free himself. Boom, releases it. Terrific patience play, showing subtle pocket movements. And it's really some of the main things that make Brock Purdy Brock Purdy. All right, let's highlight a couple of these plays. And let me show you a few of them here. First one we're going to show you was not even a completion. And this is a play that I'm going to show just simply because there's so many people that say that Brock Purdy has not a good arm. We had guys saying he's a dink and dunk guy and he doesn't. And basically they were just trying to say they thought, they were big Trey Lance fans and they saw Trey and his big arm and his big body. And they said, well, Purdy's kind of a smaller guy, so he must have a weak arm. And he must not be one. And because Jimmy liked to check it down and Alex Smith liked to check it down. And this guy must obviously like to check it down. And obviously they didn't do their homework on Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy's more of a gunslinger than a check down guy. But here is, we're going to share this screen here. And I'm going to show you the play. This is, Purdy finding Kittle. Okay, so here we go. It's okay. Now it's this is a first quarter play. This is not a completion. This is an incompletion. This is 49ers from the 42-yard line. You've got Kittle. Where's Kittle? Kittle's down here to the right, I believe. Look at the arm. No, he's actually on the line of scrimmage. Look at the arm strength on Purdy here on this one. Watch this throw. So he gets flushed out of the pocket. Here we go. They snap the ball. Purdy gets flushed out of the pocket to his right. And a little pressure to his right. He comes flying around. He's in full sprint mode. He's got, let's pause this now. Wait, let's move this back a little bit. Okay, so he comes out of the pocket because he feels the pressure coming through there. And he rolls to his right. He's actually in a kind of a dead sprint here. And now look at what he sees. He's got an offensive player right there at the 40. He's got another player at the Seattle 40. He's got an option right in front of him. He's got an option at the 47, player coming across the formation. That guy's open. The guy in front of him's open. But he's a gunslinger, and he's going to try to be more aggressive. And he's got He's got an offensive player at the 40, but then he's got Kittle over here at the 35-yard line. And look at him airmail this thing to Kittle on the dead run. And look at the accuracy. He puts it right on his hands. Now, Kittle gets knocked out of bounds by the defender, and it's an incompletion. This is a freaking amazing throw. Look at this throw. Kittle, boom. Puts it right on his hands. Puts it right on his hands. Here it is from the end zone wide. So you'll see the pressure, and you'll see him escape out to his right, and then he doesn't get to set his feet. Bad snap. Moves to his right. Now he's sprinting to his right. On the dead sprint, he sees Kittle and puts it right on his hands. Now, you can make an argument that he should have gone to somebody else here. It's early in the game. This is hyper-aggressive. He had definite options there. He's got the leaked out back. He's got two different receivers. He goes to the deep one to Kittle, but he puts it right on his hands. And there's no good base here. This is a guy throwing on the run. Throwing on the run, no base, not setting himself. And he not only does he throw it with arm strength, gets perfect loft, no defenders getting their hands on it, and it goes right to Kittle. Now he gets knocked out of bounds. So, we'll stop sharing that. But I mean, he doesn't make the play there. So, you can look at that and say, well, he didn't make the play. Yeah, but look at the arm strength on that. That showed tremendous arm strength. Okay, now I got to show you the Juwan, because the Juwan play is worthy of watching again. I mean, seriously, this is maybe one of my favorite plays that the Niners have had during the Shanahan era. And here's Juwan, all desire by Juwan. Here's the end zone, gets it out to Juwan. There's one, there's two, there's three, spins. Here's a fourth guy, there's a fifth guy. First down. They'd already called it a non-first. They said, he's going to be short. Looks like he's going to be short. There's the marker. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here comes the other guy, 25. First down. I mean, this is awesome. This is incredible, Juwan Jennings. Puts it out there right on him. Accurate throw. He's got one guy to beat. Witherspoon. Here comes another guy. First down. Look at these guys looking around at each other like, what the hell? How did this guy get the first down? These kinds of plays are backbreakers for defense. Defenders look at each other. They start, oh, man, we couldn't get off the field there. Oh, we're going to keep him to a field goal. Oh, we're not keeping him to a field goal. Oh, they're going to get another touchdown. They go on a little loop. Purdy to the sideline, throws a strike. And he just, and give Juwan credit. He reads this. He sees he's got the one defender on him on the out, and he knows the defender's momentum's going the other way. So he wants to cut it back inside, but then he sees the other defenders, and he's like, I'm just going to fight and claw. Look at that. Bad A right there. That's a bad A right there. Juwan Jennings, ladies and gentlemen, free agent at the end of the year. 1, 2, 3, spin away. Here comes another guy. And by the way, how weak was 6? How weak is this effort? Look at 6 who comes in. He wants no part of this. He's just like in the area. Look, watch 6. Here he is. Didn't even get a finger on him. No hit, nothing. It's better from this angle. Look at this one. Look at number 6 who comes in late. You would think he's going to come up with a big hit, and what the heck's that? I mean, it's like, are you spilling that back inside? What would you say you do here? He's covering the deep middle. It's not his play, but you're big hit. Nope, not at all. All right, that was just one of my favorite plays right there. But we got to highlight the play, and the play of the night was the dime to Ayuk, and this one is really something. Once again, we'll share the screen on this one so you guys can check this one out. I love this play. This is why Purdy's Purdy. This is what makes Brock right here. Just the play of the game to Ayuk. No guts, no glory. This is who he is. Let's roll this one back. Let's get this back to the beginning. Okay, so you got Purdy, you got a little bit of a bunch out down here on the bottom. You got Check. This is Ayuk on the very bottom. And he could have gone to the check down as soon as there's lots of room on the bottom of the screen. And instead, he puts it between 4 defenders. And it's like one of those, no, 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 no. Yes, 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 yes. Watch this. Beautiful thing. Little motion from Juice going the other way. Purdy, he can feel Hall. I think it was Hall, the rookie from Auburn, on him, bearing down on him. Dot, as Ayuk said. Look at Hall coming off the edge, and he's going to get to him. Like he's going to hit him. He takes a hit. Oh, he would have taken a hit. Didn't take a hit. Right in the middle of 4 defenders. Just a tremendous play. Carry the little bit of the coverage off that side in a tiny hole. Ball game. Thanks for coming. Play one of the, and this is what makes Brock. He could have easily gone to the guy underneath. The guy underneath's open. Was it Warner? Who was that underneath? I think it's Warner underneath. Could have easily gone to Warner, taking the check down. But he saw it. He didn't hesitate. 4 defenders. Who cares? Put it right on him. Stick it right on Ayuk. Ball game. Thanks for coming. Couple plays, that was it right there. The game was over at this point. I guarantee you there's people in the seats up there in Seattle going, all right, Mary, should we pack it up? I think that's pretty much it. Let's go back to wherever, Mercer Island. Let's go home. Well, it was a good Thanksgiving. Thanks for coming. Yeah, well, the 49ers are just good. Yeah, boom. Touchdown. 31. Good night. I mean, just awesome. Just awesome. I guess it was Kittle. Yeah, he had Kittle. No, he wasn't Kittle. It was Warner. He had Warner wide open underneath, and he easily could have dumped it to him, and nobody would have questioned if he did. But Brock's aggressive, and he's a gunslinger. 4 guys there. Who cares? Stick it in there. He loves that angle, too. Have you noticed that? Where he can move to the side just a few feet, almost like a roll. This is like a roll to your left, throw back to the right. He'll sometimes go the roll right, throwback. This is kind of like a roll left throwback. You kind of drift a little bit, left-handed release, flip over, boom, strike in between 4 defenders. Thanks for coming. Cameraman. I love that cameraman, by the way. Look at that guy. That guy gets right. This is why television sports are great on TV now. Look how quickly this cameraman gets out there. Look at him. He sprints in there. Hey, Ayuk, get the Ayuk facial shot. The left-handed drop back is kind of interesting, too. Like he's Steve Young. Flips it around. Strike. Let's go home, everybody. Great play. Aggressive play. It's why Brock's Brock. And, there are people that actually wrote Brock struggled in this game. Struggled my ass. He was awesome in this game. I've watched this game live twice. Condensed version once, all 22 once. He had 1 tipped pass that went for a pick 6, 2 other throws that were slightly off target. The rest of the game, he was making play after play after play. And that one right there to Ayuk was that was the capper. The capper, as they say. All right, thanks to Pig and a Pickle for being the title sponsor of the Krug Show. Thanks to Mojo Fantasy. Check that link in the description and make sure you type in Krug, K-R-U-E-G, in the promo code, and they'll match you up to your first $100. And everybody who does it automatically is entered into a drawing to win a Purdy or a Bosa jersey. And thanks to all you guys for supporting the Krug Show on YouTube.